Stop watching videos of AIs battling against each other. At this point, they're all about equal, and it doesn't matter which model is smarter if you don't know how to use any of them. I'm Caden Gamache, and I want to prove that AI isn't intimidating. It's just a tool that needs a craftsman. In this episode of Prompt by Prompt, I'm going to mentor you through the process of building a Minecraft clone from scratch using Gemini 3 Pro. My goal is to set a high bar, but my hope is that you crush it. Full transparency here, I have created a Minecraft clone before with AI, but I have some ideas for today that should make it even better. With that, let's get into prompt 1. For my first prompt, I'm going to go ahead and use Gemini 3 Pro, and I'm going to use it on a research prompt. So, please on mechanics, biomes, iterations, structures, logic, lighting, physics, water. I'm just doing a bunch of key terms here to try to get it to learn as much as it can from Mojang and get as much design / planning done up front as we can. Blocks, tool, early, anything else we can think of. And give a little bit of details about history and what lessons there. Jump back here and say special code, sys, and advanced. There we go. That'll be the first prompt. I like Gemini out of all the models right now, just because of how easy it is to work with and because of how generous Google is. They are like more generous than they should be, in my opinion. I've talked to their best model, Gemini 3 Pro, for hours and hours and have never hit the limit. I have hit the limit a few times, but it takes a lot. And that's my reasoning for wanting to share that with people and why I like to use it so much. You get a ton of bang for your buck because you don't even have to pay anything. Alrighty. So, already learned some things. Interesting. Bedrock apparently started as Pocket Edition. I would have thought it was for the consoles. We got noise generation. Well, I'm just going to trust that it did a good job, and we can start prompt 2. So, taking everything you learned, please recreate Minecraft as best you can. Especially focus on infinite world generation, good controls, and we'll actually expand this with a few biomes and decorations. And if you're feeling confident, please add more features. There we go. Behind the scenes, I have a system instructions. It's just a simple giving it some confidence about its coding abilities in web development. I'm naming a few libraries like p5.js, which is good for 2D stuff, 3.js for 3D games. Pure.js is for like a client server or like Bluetooth almost, but I think it's actually Wi-Fi. And then matter.js is a physics library. And then I'm just saying that it's like confident when it wants to change codes, if it wants to give its opinion, and then also said it's humble despite its brilliance, just so that it doesn't have to tell me every single prompt that it's the world's greatest HTML developer. And then also I have, when researching, don't shy away from details, go crazy, and provide even more than what would be considered a good amount. Like, it should be so much that people think it's too much. And then I also said whenever you make a change to a file or create a new file, make sure you give it in its entirety with no code left behind and nothing commented out, all while maintaining some comments throughout. You guys can put this in your system instructions and it'll help the AI a little bit better. We're almost done here. Oh, we actually are done. So we can try version 1. Ooh, it's generating textures and has some physics. Looks like we can move, jump, place, and break blocks. And it even has 1 through 5 blocks for us to work with. So with that, all you have to do is download. I prefer that over the preview, but I think the preview should work too. Alrighty, well, the camera's a little wonky. Physics are also a little strange. We do have trees, and looks like we have water. The textures are actually quite nice. Oh, the grass is upside down though. I like the lighting too, it feels really natural. So I guess I'll just take a screenshot. Oh, wow. I think that's a chunk missing. It is here. It's just not rendering. Okay. Let's see if we can get a decent viewing point. I don't even know if placing works. Maybe I should test that first. We'll do that. That's placing. And there's breaking. Okay. Everything works at least. Screenshot. Rolls. There we go. Also, several basic and grass side textures. Upside down. Placing works. I found a chunk. I don't think we have any errors. Let me go back. We'll see if we have any errors. No errors. That's good. Prompt number 3. Looks like we don't have caves, so we might want to add caves or maybe better lighting. I didn't even check if it had multiple biomes. We could maybe look through the code to see that. Cactuses. So there's probably deserts, and there might be like mountains or something. Yeah, there's snow, so there's probably deserts and mountains. Alrighty, this guy's done. Okay, camera should follow standard FPS. Hopefully it fixed this. This is what I'm most worried about. Interesting. Hopefully it fixed the chunk, and then it fixed the textures too. So we're getting close here. Alright, let's test it out. Okay, it did not do very good here. So instead of using another prompt, I'm just going to hit regenerate. Because sometimes that does a better job. We're just going to hit this rerun icon. And I'm not going to count that towards the 10 prompts. Oh, in the intro I said that I had made Minecraft before with AI. And the clips that you saw were from that original attempt. I did it with 1 hour, and that's the game that actually inspired me to start this video. I thought I would change the format to prompts and see how far we can take it. I learned a lot from that, and I'm hoping to take this further with like potentially the end goal being multiplayer with local Wi-Fi using the pure JS that I showed you earlier. But for now, I'm just working on a strong foundation. There we go. Hey, we have trees, grass works, water works. There's a desert. Can't swim. Don't like the bouncing. That's rough. I really like the textures. Breaking works. Placing works. Placing other things works. Nice. It is better. It still needs some work for sure. We might want a crosshair too. That would definitely help. Alright, I'm gonna see if it can figure out the bouncing logic, because that's a weird bug. And then add a crosshair, and we'll see if we can add some more features on top of those little bugs. Awesome. Fixed most everything. For some reason, the player constantly bounces up and down, like this, sink into the ground, and then go up constantly. Can you please add crosshair and the ability to swim, making sure the player doesn't get stuck in water? Also, can you try to recreate Minecraft's lighting system with 15 levels? Their method is robust and efficient, so please follow their lead. Here we go, prompt number 4. We have a voxel lighting engine. There's a skylight that falls vertically, then spreads horizontally. The mesh generates, now reads the light level, and it changes the color. Interesting. Completely rewrote the resolve collision. Hopefully that'll work. We have swimming mechanics and a crosshair. Nice. Here we go. So it's much brighter. Not as natural as the original, unfortunately. We don't have jumping, which is beautiful. These textures are so good. I cannot get over it. The trees are sometimes naked, but that's fine. Oh, I wonder about the lighting. So let's... it doesn't appear to be... Well, actually, wait. It is getting darker. Wow, It works. So let's add mining speed, and we'll try to add crafting too. Back in the studio. Okay, that was absolutely amazing. You fixed the bugs, and the lighting engine works perfect. Now let's add more content. Can you please add mining speed? Mining, and basic crafting and tools. Make sure bedrock is unbreakable. Alright, everything made in the last version was pristine. Please don't break anything. Alrighty, here we are with prompt number 5. That just finished. Let's try it out. Still working. That's good. I have a pick, and it looks like I have torches. Nice. Okay, let's see if breaking is slow. Yep. Does it take longer with just my hand to break? Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely slower. This lighting, I can't get over it. Also, I noticed, I think up there, yeah, the grass looks a little sadder than it used to, but that's okay. I just want to test the torches here. So I'm just mining. I'll tell it to do a little faster. Let's place that. Yeah, the torches work. That is beautiful. Okay. I'm going to break a tree and see if we can craft a little. He works. Got some planks. Got some sticks. Got a stone pickaxe. Let's see how fast that is. So, 8. Nope. 9. Let's see. 1 and... yeah, 9. It's much faster. So, unfortunately, the torches aren't caught with, like, newly broken... The torches are a little buggy, as you can tell. But, I mean, I'm still pretty impressed. I guess between chunks, yeah, it looks like between chunks. Also, you can place a torch on yourself. Yeah, so torches need the light between chunks. Oh, I also forgot we have swimming, in theory. Slightly nervous to try this. Yeah, swimming is kind of gross. It kind of works, but I think we should make water transparent. Okay, that's quite a few features. We'll try that out. I don't get stuck, which is good. Alright. Also, overall, the water feels a bit off. You kind of stay on the surface unless you click, unless you jump. Also, can you make water transparent? Make sure borders don't go between chunks. Also, speaking of chunks, torches don't spread light between chunks. Can you also lightly increase the mining speed of everything? Let's see, is there anything else we wanted? These are all bug fixes. We're on prompt 5. Maybe I'll ask it to do a day-night cycle. And you also add a day and night cycle, making sure you can still see at night. Use Minecraft daytime and we can start at noon. Cool. I think that should be good. Okay. That one's done. Here we go. Ooh. There's a slight tint. It is faster, though. Yeah, let's just get 3 stone, and then also get some logs, so I can get a stone... oh, yeah, stone pickaxe. There we go. It's working good. Let's see if it fixed the torches. Works, I think. Where's the stone pick? 5. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're gonna place another torch. Nice. It's kind of convenient that you can walk through them. And it's night. Look at that. Also, our water works. It looks like it works, at least. No chunk borders. That's very good. I can swim in it now. It feels way better. The flashing is potentially seizure causing, but we're good. We're good. Day and night. I'm just going to assume that it will get back to day. So I think we're good. That's awesome. Torches at night don't really work. But honestly, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Leave it be as it is. There we go. And I think I'm gonna just keep on going for more content instead of bug fixes. Awesome. Okay. Yet again, you are on a roll. I like to tell it does a good job because otherwise, if I don't say that it did a good job, it kind of overthinks and was like, he didn't mention what I just did, so it must have been bad. Or if I say, like, fix a bug, it'll make that even worse. If this one thing was bad, then everything's probably bad. So, anyway, that's why I tell it it did a good job. The mining speed worked, the torches are fixed, and the water looks amazing. Now, this is what we got, but I would like you to attempt to add multiplayer using Peer.js, where someone else can enter a 4-digit code and join the game. The game is perfect right now. Please do not touch anything. Hold and only make new logic for hosting and joining using Peer.js. I'm going to also say, make sure players are distinct in some way with simple models and name tags. Tread carefully because we don't want to break anything. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prompt number 7. It's very confident, apparently. Only thought for 18 seconds. We have a lobby system, and apparently it changed something with the seed generation, but it sounds like it'll just make especially the trees and caves. Do we have caves? Trees the same. You can see each other move and look around. The host is responsible for the day and night cycle. Players have a head and body. Cool. I wanted to add this sooner rather than later because I expect this to kind of take around 2 to 3 prompts, and we're already at 7. Alrighty. I'm going to split this really quick. Okay, I have split screens here. I'm gonna host 8165. Seems to be working. I cannot move my camera, but we do actually have a player. Multiplayer is working. That is crazy. But yeah, the mouse controls do not work, so that's a big issue. But at least we can join each other. That's awesome. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I just need to fix the mouse controls, but overall, very strong start. The player is also floating a little bit, the player model. So we might want to tell it to like increase the feet or something. But overall, very strong start. Also, I might want to add like the code so you can join at any time. But yeah, honestly, I'm very happy with that. Great job. Actually, Julie joined fully successfully. The only problem was the camera and other mouse controls didn't work. It wouldn't lock to my mouse. Also, with the player model, it's floating a little, and it would be nice if the players could change their name and color. Also, please make sure the host can pause or something, so you have the code, the join code again. Cool. Prompt 8. Okay, downloading that one. Okay, we have a name. I'm gonna do Caden and Mr. Caden. And we'll also make Mr. Caden red. There we go. Okay, we're gonna host the game 5744. Enter doesn't work, just in case you were curious. Alright, player 1. Player 2 works. I'm locked. I can break. That is a good sign. That's funny that it makes you fly originally. Nice. The names are correct. Wow. We have multiplayer Minecraft. hope the lighting still works. I don't know if the code... Oh! Yep, I can hit escape twice to bring the code back up. Oh, but it kind of breaks it. Yeah, so the resume game does not work, but that's pretty decent. Awesome. Okay, let's add caves and ores. That's the goal. And also fix the resume game. Nice. We fixed it. Although, two very small things. When anyone joins, they are starting in the crafting menu and are flying until they close it. Close it. Also, when they pause the game and try to resume, they are unable to re-access the mouse controls and camera. Please fix those little things. But everything else you did, like names and colors, work great. Can you, actually, without touching the current generation logic, can you add a step before decorations for carving caves, similar to Minecraft? And after that, add boards inside the caves. Again, make sure this doesn't carve out trees or cactuses. For example, don't want it to break anything. Be careful. Okay, I think that should be good. I didn't change the floating feet, but that's fine. Also, I know we still haven't added the being able to hold to mine, but I'm nervous with adding that with the caves. So we're just gonna let that sit. This is 9, so the last one will be very small tweaks. Hopefully this one works. We have pointer lock re-added to resume game, hopefully. And hopefully caves. Nice. And then we added coal ore and iron ore. Okay, that's done. Still flying. At least you can look around. Seems to work good so far. Okay. Working good. I'm going to now pause on the host. Player 2 can still do stuff. And then resume. And they actually updated, and I have my camera back. And I can click. And we have a torch. Oh my goodness. It is working. Now, I need to see if I can find a cave. It's turning night. Oh my. So, I wonder, I hope water still works. Still does. Nice. Well, maybe caves are just not exposed. So I'm going to, that's crazy how it just kind of like jumps. Oh no. I can't craft. That's unfortunate. Still pretty strong start. Oh, there's some iron. Nice. Oh, I need to add dropping blocks. We're on our last prompt, so I'm gonna be pretty careful. Torches work. That is amazing. That is just amazing. I wonder if I can still, like... Yeah, I can. Okay, so there are caves. It just is hard to see. Okay, looks like there's one over there. Maybe I'll just go over there instead. I think it was like right here. Never dig straight down. Oh, I never tested if bedrock would break. Looks like we're gonna hit a cave. A mini cave. There's some coal. That is beautiful. Let's add a torch. Nice. We're close. Oh. cave. Oh, and this is bedrock. And I can't break it. And it's day. And there's some iron. Wow. Works so good. Looks like there's another cave over here. I love that the lighting works too. That is so good. The only thing that doesn't work is crafting. And then let's add a torch. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, we are very close. There's some coal. There's the fog kind of lets you cheat. Wow, this cave's beautiful. Oh, it's not quite exposed, but it works. The fog lets you cheat, but I'm not going to worry about that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So last prompt. We want to be able to craft, obviously. I like that I can at least do that. Let's try to... I'm going to duplicate this and try to add a third player. Mr. Caden 2. With a green color. And join. Oh. And he joined. He's in the void. That's no good. That is no good. Let me try this again. Oh. So apparently they join next to the host, which I don't think I like. I want him to add to, yeah. I want them to spawn at spawn. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. This is very close. Final ask, please, and make it so there is a spawn point. So any player joining starts at spawn instead of next to the host. Also, unfortunately, the crafting menu broke. Can you please make sure the player can click on the buttons? I think it would be nice to add even more caves, but don't go crazy. And again, don't touch other world generation like trees. You may as well also add iron tools. I don't think it had that. Maybe I should add. Let me check this out. And the ability to play single player. Because apparently you can't play by yourself. Okay, here we go. Alright, since this is a new series, just wanted to point out that you can keep track of how many prompts we have on the side here. There's 10 dots, so this is our last prompt. I do think I might say that it's still in the spirit of the challenge if you hit refresh, just because that still means theoretically you would get there in 10 prompts by the end. It just means you got unlucky with the generation. If you guys need to refresh a little, I will still say that that counts and I will be impressed. I want to create a Discord channel. I'll add it to the screen or in the description, and then I would love to see screenshots of what you guys could create. And I'll also be including the files from this video in Patreon. Also in the comments, please let me know if there's any game you would like me to make next. Well, now let's test the last one. Alright, first, I'm going to try single player. Looks like it's working. I can move my camera. I can break. I can place. I can craft. Apparently torches are only sticks. Now I have 2 picks. Beautiful. Okay, oh, we have a cave. In theory there's more caves? Oh yeah, there's way more caves. Beautiful. Yeah, there's way more caves. None of them exposed to the outside, which is interesting. But I guess that kind of adds to the discovery, unless I'm wrong. No, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now let's refresh and do 2-player. There we go. We're going to host and 6466. Joining. In theory, we'll have 2 people. Nice. Just close the crafting. And just close the crafting. I can see the player. Beautiful. I wonder... No, it doesn't track up and down. But it does work. Okay. And now I'll make the host go down a lot again. Since that's what caused it. We found a cave already. Make it brighter in here. Okay. Now let's make another guy join. Mr. Caden 2. Make him green. And we're going to join again. Look at that. Oh, it brought the host to spawn. That's unfortunate. I don't know where the cave was earlier. I wonder if that regenerates everyone? Oh, nope. Here's our cave. Beautiful. That works. That works. Day and night's working. I think everything is working. We have water. We have multiplayer. Amazing. Look at that. 2 Cadens. They're both the right color. I'm so happy with this. I do want to see... Let's mine a little and let's see the difference between all the tools. So, we'll do planks, sticks. Oh, I didn't make it so you could drop items. So I guess you'll have to place them. That's slightly unfortunate. I wonder what happens if I place a stick. I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to do that. We're going to leave that be. That is the speed of a pick. And then here's a stone pick. Oh, stone pick is slower. So that's definitely no bueno. And then I need to find 3 iron. That's convenient. They kind of glow. Yeah. Awesome. All right. We have an iron pick. I'm going to need some space. I'm going to get rid of the leaves. And iron. Okay. Oh my, yeah. Iron works. It's just the stone one that, for some reason, is slower. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the first episode of Prompt by Prompt. I'm so happy with the result, and I hope you guys are too. I would love to see what you guys can create once again in Discord. I'll include that in the description, and once again, you can download the files on Patreon. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.